Hi guys, I hope that you're doing well. Welcome in, welcome back if you are returning back. It's been a while since I kind of been on this platform. This is one of my other YouTube platforms. I've actually been on YouTube all day today reading, and so those of you who are affiliated with my other channel, then great. Otherwise, if you are not, down in the description box of this video is all of the element sign readings for the next 24 hours that I read for over there. So if you want to check it out, please do. I would like to say I have freedom of speech and rights. Nobody has a right to take my rights away or to dictate what I will or will not be in God's green earth. And so anyway, nobody has a right to do that to you as well. So if you're upright, may God bless you. Otherwise, if you're not, I hope you'll stick around and change. We got real big stuff that was coming out on the next 24 hours. If you are new, like real big spiritual nasty energy that somebody's crossed the line and literally their soul has been ripped out of them. They've become some type of a demonic freak in the earth realm, and God's been saying over there and literally just showing it through picture and wording that he's going to kill some people, folks. He's going to kill some people. I look at heavy energy like this because if you got a nasty energy because the mob came out, God's going to take care of them for you. You don't have to deal with people thinking they're some big shot and I'll just play the role of God and snuff you out. God will let wicked people meet each other the same way and you snuff each other out. But you touch one of God's people, you're going to pay for it. And he will make sure somebody does come around and frame evil around you. So however situations and scenarios are going, but if you're just outright just going on your own self just because you're jealous or something, you are in some type of stupidness. And you crazy, loco-minded, nasty. Let's get started here. It's a weird feeling I'm feeling on this platform already. Something has been unfair today for some people, and leadership came out real heavy today. So it's about apologizing. Okay, it's when I lay it down table, it wants to flip out in the reverse. This is fishy communication. This is a lying sack of crap saying I'm sorry. Somebody could be acting like they're just a little admirer of you, and it's a lie. It's fishy. Shocking communication could be coming around some of you all as well, coming out of that cup. Somebody could also, for some of your cases, this ain't gonna be for everybody, for some of your cases, somebody saying they're pregnant, they probably don't know who the parent is, the father is to the baby. That energy's coming through, and they're being slippery with that because that can be a baby announcement card. It's in the reverse. Something slippery about it. Okay, so if somebody's saying, "Hey, I'm pregnant," there's the Eight of Pentacles. Well, that's the Eight of Cups. Something at work has been strong anyway. Would have been the Eight of Pentacles, but the Eight of Cups is about walking away. Somebody does need to walk away from the slippery nonsense going on, or you do. They could be younger than you, don't have to be, but there's just a little bit of slippery communication. It's all you need. Enough is enough of something out here. What is this about most time? Two of Swords. This is about being at a crossroads, sitting at a stalemate. So somebody in the readings today, some wicked party had done something, and they don't know how to get out of something, so they think they're going to cover that wickedness by doing another wickedness. And God says there is no discharge for you in some warfare that's going on. You're not going to be delivered from a wickedness by doing another wickedness. It produces more wickedness. And somebody's just cuckoo. They're confused. This is real big confusing energy with both those cards and houses to be lined up with that. Somebody also knows something or act like they don't know something out here with the Two of Swords. Show me more information. There's the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, well, it is here. Work matters are here. It's about being very productive in what you do. Two of Cups came out in the reverse. There is... So again, you need to walk away from this. Somebody at work's trying to do some stupidness in some seductive type of way. That can be a seduction out here with that little Page of Cups in the reverse as well. There is no unity here. It is fishy. You also had the Queen of Swords in the reverse. If you look at her, she's in a mess. Somebody's done a wickedness and they are in a mess. They're standing on thorns. She's a witch in the negative, sharp. We had the King of Swords came out really, really strong today on my other platform. Came out with the Nine of Swords in the reverse, cruelty in the reverse of this card. Somebody's cray-cray in their mind. This is anxiety. The World card also came out in the reverse, which is something's over and that's it. That's it. This isn't like great success. You fulfilled something really huge. Now we're going on to the next level. This is like it's over. You've completed something. No returning. See you later. Somebody is walking away from something than they are. Look at all this energy that's coming out. And then the Eight of Swords in the reverse. But the Eight of Swords, look, somebody's caught up in some crap. Eight of Swords in the reverse is also treachery. And I already know what the energy is about. Somebody is in some crap. Whatever they did at work. They in some crap. There is no way out of something here, folks. Like God said, more wickedness is not going to deliver you from more wickedness that you're doing. It's barricading somebody in some crap out here. They know it. They have no wisdom. God spoke through my spirit in one of the readings about if you do not listen to wisdom, she'll mock at you and all that kind of stuff. And then in the air reading, my hands literally found that card. Somebody's not wise out here. Somebody thinks seducing somebody is going to be like there was a whore there in the other reading, but somebody just thinks all my dreams are going to be met and whatever they're trying to accomplish here. They're sneaky, they're wicked. And somebody, I don't care how sensual somebody is. That Queen of Cups came out in that other reading. If she's in the negative, the Magician was there, which is a manipulator. If she's in the reverse, she's a manipulator. And then at a totally different deck, you had manipulating cards come out that had the meaning of manipulator. Somebody's a manipulator. And they use emotions. And that's what was being talked about in the air reading. They use their emotions. And they're a snake. And God said they were a snake. And they bite without any kind of enchantment. You can't enchant somebody out here around you. They're going to just bite. They've got an ulterior motive. They are not in unity for something out here that is going on. See what's in the hidden space. A danger. So in the water reading, the word cut came out in the pictograph language. This is a slicing, and so that's a danger card. This communication with this little, hey, sweetheart, and this whore that's out here on your job playing a whore. Or we're calling up a whore, a little whore at your work. It's dangerous because God says it brings death. This guy came out today. He's in the reverse here in this deck. That's a professional card. He came out today. Anyway, show me what else is in the hidden space. There's a danger in the hidden space. Something about your vehicle. It's also in the, everything's coming out in the reverse. There could be a child here, and there could be an interracial thing going on at your work as well. This is about a holiday or your vehicle or something by water could be here. Military could be here, specifically Navy. There's somebody shipwrecked somewhere, maybe even across the world, stuck somewhere as well. There's been cruelty. Somebody did something on purpose in the air reading. It came out. And so the Nine of Swords being a cruelty card, somebody is just outright freaking. They do it on purpose. They bite without any enchantment. They just get off on it. They're a snake. They're animalistic. They're crazy. Somebody's got nasty sexual behaviors that they cannot control. And their sex drive is just over the top because of what God said happened in the fire reading. The word vomit came out, and I said, you know, if you're new on the platform, just let me tell you that sometimes really heavy stuff comes out, but we want to know information about people that maybe around us got deep, nasty secrets. And I said the word vomit can take us to somebody who's done bestiality. And in that reading, I start letting the Most High pick my hands, and so I just began to read the next card, and within that pile, God began to speak about laying down with an animal, and then then another card was out there that said animal, and somebody did something really nasty, and somebody is around your children or around your home or at your work, and they nasty. And you need to know that, folks, because your whole soul could be destroyed on the inside. Somebody is destroyed out here. There is a danger out here of opening up and getting into unity with some type of seducing, nasty person. What else is in the hidden space? Don't go nowhere with this person. If that's your vehicle and they say, hey, let's go. So don't go nowhere. This is also about travel. It's upside down. We also have, so this lady, that's a counterpart to that gentleman. Look, there's the snake at the bottom of the deck. Well, this is what's in the hidden space, and about 9 times out of 10, this lady will come out. Now, if you're upright, somebody's around you, but there's 2 people here, okay? And then we just seen the other lady card, and then the baby, and then the other man that would be the counter to this. If there's a group, then there's groups. But this is a 2 people card. Let's have a meeting. Let's go somewhere. And somebody's going to get bit. Again, don't go somewhere with somebody. They're in the hidden space. They're going to bite you. They don't give a rip. They have an ulterior motive. They've done something. They're in these thorns that they cannot get out of. They know that they're standing on them. They're bad news. Bad news. Timing. Adjusting things. The word electronics came out today. IT. 2 runes popped out in the general reading today with the word electronics in the cards, but the I and the T came out. IT workers and things like that. This is also government. This is a protection of somebody does need protection because somebody is outright crazy. Something with a feminine energy real strong kept coming out today. So your in-laws are also involved in some things, your mother, your home, a vice and a moral fault. Now, what I just talked about, that's a heavy vice and a moral fault. Show me more information. They've turned into a full-blown snake, a nuclear bombing energy, or they're explosive. They're explosive. The boat, the camp, and the fishing. And like I said, it's here, whatever that represents for you. Came out in the reverse. It's shipwrecked somewhere, or military's out here around something. Show me more information, please. Or obviously, there's bombing out in war. Then anyway, it's definitely interpreted that way. News is on its way for you all. There's third party out here, and for a lot of y'all, it's the mafia. Clarity of a mystery keeps coming out, jumping out today. And the word suffering has come out in 2 different decks today. Now that's the 3rd time it's come out, and there's the hospital, and sickness energy kept coming out. And then somebody going to get fired at work. Okay, well, 8 of Pentacles is here. Somebody thinks they're going to be all like, hey, baby, and to do some stupidness on somebody. It's a moral fault. In some situations going on out here. Let's take this little deck. Let's take the old maid deck. We had a baseball player come out today, and then we had the detective come out, show itself twice today. And then all the police came out, and forensic evidence came out around something that's been really bad going on. What are you going to bring out here? What's the character? There's the magician came out in the water reading. Again, the manipulation was really strong in the water reading. That would go to that. And in the air reading, manipulation was in many different cards showing itself. So whoever's who. What else you want to bring out here this time? Okay. A chef. We had the word cook come out today. And then a park ranger or somebody wears some type of uniform out here. Or maybe you are by a park where there's rangers and stuff in that park. Picked in my hands, most I got. Hope y'all are doing well. As you see, I'm not in my car anymore. The Most High has done great things. And I just give him praise, glory, and honor. Those of you who prayed for me through that 10-month of hell. Thank you. Somebody says, I was crushed when I seen your look in your eyes when I turned you away, and I've regretted it. Okay? Or somebody's using that to try to seduce and come back. If somebody did want somebody talking, somebody else thought they were just like, you're beneath me, and they walked on. And now you're in some type of a place. They need you for something. For some of you all, somebody just coming back to manipulate the conversation. They've got some type of a connection somewhere, or they feel like you can help them in something. Just be careful, because that's stupidness is going on out here, and this reading of snake is out here. Somebody from high school or college also came out and found my hands today. A jury trial will take place because the word execution came out, whatever that energy that I'm picking up on today. And family is gathering to bring a godly healing. Family betrayal was out here today on something. The King of England, that's big, 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 big energy. Something about lung problems. Well, they got the hospital stuff out here. And it says that the upright, they're going to dwell in the land. Let me get this picture right here because I love it when the Most High brings a scripture. And then also we have pictures to prove what he's saying out here. He said that the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and transgressors shall be rooted out of it. He's cutting some wicked people out. Whether they like it or not, they don't have no say. God does. There's a repetitive beating or sounding of something here. Okay, whatever that means, you interpret it. There was an unwanted birth, or there is an unwanted birth around something. Crazy people turning on themselves is because of things that they've done. Anyway, somebody's guilty. And again, there's execution. It's coming from the heavens. God's fixing to cut a bunch of people out of something here. And those of you upright, Most High said, don't lose heart. You're going to receive an answer. You are going to receive an answer. Whatever you're dealing with, the Most High is going to give you an answer. The Most High said to acknowledge him in all your ways, and he'd make your path straight in one of the other readings. So you just need to acknowledge the Most High. You have a secret relationship out here around something. Okay, I guess at work, somebody gonna get fired or did get fired, and some crap's come out of some stuff. People turning on themselves, or crazy people are now turning in some type of monstrous energy around some third party suffering. Anyway, somebody got pregnant. It's a pregnancy rune. It is out here. And there's luxury and a bunch of money. And for some of you all, that's the only reason why somebody's around, or some whatever. There's two X's that appear here. The NG together. A construction work or a worker is also here attached to something. Again, just bringing in work energy. And this is the letter Y. And it represents a radical change. A maximum protection is also here. Again, this is also a protection card. There's big time protection, especially if you're dealing with nuclear stuff. Okay? There's needs to be some type of a protection. At the same time, whoever is being removed from God, God's going to put a shield around his people and then just strike the wicked, okay, to get them out. This is a positive rune also to get. This like a victory out here on somebody's guilty, and somebody's going to pay for some crap that they've done. They ain't getting out of something out here. And somebody in one of the other readings kept pushing and pushing and pushing at somebody to always get their way, or trying to push somebody to make somebody else fall down all the time, because they're wicked out here. And they're destructive, and they are guilty for some stuff. And God's just going to let them go so far and rip their soul out of them. They're a full-blown devil. And if, again, somebody needs to not go with somebody and say, hey, I want to go somewhere with you. Let's have this little meeting and go somewhere. Again, that ship came out in the reverse. It ain't a good idea, because you got to be protected. Okay? Because somebody's really, really wicked out here. What else I want to do? Let me pick a couple from this deck. I'm glad to know the Most High God, folks. I don't know about you, but he wants us to live and not die. He wants us to have our mind, and to confess things when we do something wrong. Somebody wouldn't do that, and they're just full-blown crazy out here on something that's going on in your world. So the courtship, it's a hidden courtship. That courtship came out in the general reading today as well, in the hidden space. That's that rune, hidden relationship. It's at work. For some of y'all, somebody had a baby at work with somebody. And I heard a double lap. Somebody was married, and then there's courtship. There's two courtship things going on. It's really here. And somebody's trying to protect that. Maybe they work for the government as well, or somebody in the government, obviously. If there's forensic stuff that's found for evidence, somebody's already died out of some crap that's went on. Okay, so anyway, there is courtship out here, and there's the baby wants to jump out. It's really going to tell itself. They're really going to tell itself out here. So if I'm talking to people over in the London, Britain area, I don't know what's going on with the King of England, but he's out here. Anyway, there's some type of a change going on, and there's the adjudication. Change in legal matters is out here. Anyway, Let me see what letters all came out. The NG together. Some of y'all may have two X's involved in something. The letter Y came out. The letter Q came out. Could be prevalent. The letter A is here. And the letter J came out in this reading. All right, folks, I just wanted to hop in over here. Those readings are very profound down below in the description box. It is for the next 24 hours or whenever it is that you are catching it. There's really no time in the spirit. Please check them out if you want to. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Shalom.